So this is the Disney interface. This is on my iMac. So I'm going to look at it on my iMac. The TV is not much different, apart from that you will see the menu system up here. That's about it, really. It's the interface on mobile, iPad or tablet. Very, very similar. Apart from mobile, they obviously do it in a portrait mode rather than the widescreen mode. But that's about it. There's a lot of new features that have come to the Disney Plus, especially if you're on Apple and the new streaming add someone to watch system, the share play, so to speak. They've integrated that really well, which I can demonstrate on the mobile app in a sec. But anyway, this is the main interface. Now, if we go to the home here, we can have a quick look. And at the top, you'll see straight off the bat that we have the highlighted stuff that they've got. As you can see, loads of stuff. We can just click on the little arrow here. Everything is HD, 4K. It's really good. Now, one of the little things I want to bring to light here that I really found interesting is the Jungle Cruise. Now, what they've done with this, the Jungle Cruise, this was out at the cinema. Now, of course, you pay for your monthly subscription, or you pay annually. On top of that, you could pay £19 and you could watch what was at the cinema. At first, I was kind of like, I'm not sure if I like this idea. I think that's quite expensive. You know, you're already paying for the subscription. Why have you got to pay extra? But then I thought about it. And I thought to myself, if I take my family to the cinema, you've got to pay for the tickets. That's already going to probably be more than £19. Then you got drinks, and you got food, and then you got but you do get the whole experience of the cinema. So it swings and roundabouts. So for the £19, not a bad price on top of it to get to watch the latest movie at the cinema in the comfort of your own home. And of course, if you've got the Dolby Surround Atmos and the 4K TV, you could probably produce a very similar atmosphere with you and the family. So I thought, maybe that's not a bad idea. But where does that leave cinema if they venture into this remit of offering latest films at home rather than having to pay and go to the cinema? Anyway, so let's get back to the interface. So we've got the home, we've got the watch list, we've got the originals, we've got the movies, we've got the series. Now, of course, Disney now are a huge powerhouse. They probably always have been. And of course, you've got the Disney. If you highlight it, I love the little effects that it has. Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographic. They own LucasArts films. They own the people that do The Simpsons. They are just huge. But more importantly now, whereas once before it was more kind of, it's for the kids. You know, if you've got a family and you've got kids, this is fantastic for them. But not so much now. They've changed it. They've upped their game a little bit, and it's for everyone, because now you've got Star, National Geographic. We click on Star, like here, for example, we can see that there is a lot more adult content, and that also stands for the movies as well. There's a lot more movies. Of course, you've got Family Guy, you've got all those classics if you're into that. Is it going to replace your Sky Q or your streaming services for your TV? No, of course it's not, because everything here is past tense. There is a lot more new content, and Disney are always producing great content. What I do like is that they have kept it under the Netflix costing, so it's a lot more cost effective to subscribe to, rather than the £14. I think Netflix do need to change their game a little bit, if I'm in all fairness, because I think £14 a month to get 5 accounts and Ultra HD content, and they've got the bottom plan, which doesn't give you, I'm not even sure it gives you, I think it gives you HD maybe. That's got to change, you know. Can you go out and buy a TV that isn't HD anymore? You know, this stuff's got to be updated. I get why they're doing it, but come on, you got to meet us halfway. But the content here is just phenomenal. It really is. Tons and tons and tons of content. It's not just for the kids anymore, it's for us all. And as well, one of the other things that I like is the fact that, you know, if you are on your mobile, you can cast it to one of your home, you know, connected home systems, whether you've got a Google screen, the Google Nest Home Max, you can cast it to that. It's really good. And I love the fact that you can invite people to watch it with you that might not be here. You can watch it streaming with the share play stuff that you get with Apple. I think that's a really, really smart move, and they jump straight on the bandwagon. You know, when you click on a bit of content and you want to go into it, you know, it will tell you there's, look, I've got the little plus button there. If I click on this plus button, that now adds that to my watch list because I know I want to watch it. It will go up here. And also here, try a group watch. Watch together even when you're apart. So if you've got family somewhere else in the world, whatever it might be, we can click on this little button here. We can continue, and then it will ask us to, who do we want to start watching this with? Start a stream. So we can click on this little button here, and we can copy that link and send it to them, and we can watch it with some family. I just think fantastic move. Especially like when lockdown and you couldn't be with your family, you couldn't go and see your parents or whatever, and you wanted to feel like you were together. I'm not saying that makes you feel together, but it's a good move, right? I think so. And I really think it's a good move. So we could watch that, and we can leave group watch and go back. I really loved that feature. Well done, Disney. And of course, you can watch the trailer. The trailers are really good. I don't know if it's going to let us do it. Click to cast your videos. Okay. The content, the visual. Now I'm watching on the iMac at the moment, which is a 5K screen, but you can clearly see it's just fantastic. We'll just stop that there and get back to the interface. As well, I like the fact that we've got all the different profiles. We can edit those profiles, and we can create profiles. So I can edit that. So if I want to add a profile, for example, I can click on here. We can choose, if it's for a child, we can choose a childlike character. Is there anything for the adults? It's Disney, right? I mean, there's stuff there. We could choose the Mandalorian, for example. Give it a profile name. Someone new, something like that. But what we like as well is we can create a kid's profile. Okay, important, because if you've got children, you don't want them watching the new adult type of content, especially the horror movies that are now on here, because they ain't going to sleep at night. So I really love the new features that Disney have brought to this. I think they are definitely hot players in the streaming market. And the fact that you can just create a load of profiles, the fact that you can pay annually, the fact that you can pay monthly, the fact that you can actually pay a little bit extra and watch the latest stuff at the cinema. However, I don't know how they're going to keep doing that. I don't know if they're going to keep doing that, whether it was just something during the lockdown periods. But there is just a lot of material that you can watch on here. We watched the entire 24. The way that when it ends, it says, do you want to continue to the next one? And it automatically does that. It really is good. Would I recommend him buying something like this? Yeah, of course I would. I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer. And I like the fact, although you can pay monthly, I like the fact that you can pay for the year, and it's not going to break the bank to pay for the year for all those accounts, by the way, and watching it on your mobile or whatever. And then you haven't got to worry about what's coming out of your account. So if money is a bit tight, but you want some amazing content to watch and series, and it's constantly being updated, to me, Disney Plus is a no-brainer. At first, I was a bit kind of, this is for the kids. But no, seriously, Disney Plus for me now is a no-brainer. Even down to, like, if we click on the originals here, there's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of originals that Disney are doing that you can just scroll along. And there's High School Musicals and all sorts of stuff. When we click on the movies, we've got this whole list. And we can actually go documentary, drama, IMAX enhanced. I mean, this is the IMAX enhanced stuff. We can go down to science fiction. It will give us all the science fiction stuff. They've really spent time on this app. They really have. Not just on the app, on like I'm doing this on a web browser, by the way, on my iMac. The TV app is just as good. Actually, the TV app's just gone off, but I will show you that in a second. I'll show you the mobile app here, of course. This is what the mobile app looks like. You can just see, it's nice. It works. The mobile app, very much like if you've got an iPad or a tablet, does a very much same thing. It just works across all devices. But for me, hands down, I don't know if I could live without Disney Plus, especially with the kids. They love watching it. Is it bigger than Netflix? No, it's not bigger than Netflix. Are Disney bigger than Netflix? Yeah, of course they are. But I think it's getting there. I think if they can keep producing the content, I think they are up there. With Amazon and Apple all kind of getting up there. There's a lot more options to come across. And of course, you know, now I've registered my interest now with Sky Glass, which is the new way of watching TV. And what Sky Glass is, and I will do a review on this when I get it, is you choose your TV from a 44, 55 or 65 inch. You pay a monthly subscription of, I think it's something like £13 a month for the 44 inch, £17 a month for the, I think for the 55 inch, and I think it's something like £19 for the 65 inch. But you get this really kind of thick QLED Ultra 4K Dolby Atmos surround all built-in TV, and it's like a mobile phone contract. And you rent that every month, and what you do is it gives you the Sky Q experience menu system within the TV. And from there, it all goes through your broadband, so no more ugly satellite dishes on the side of your house. And you can, and I think it includes Netflix as well in that. And I think that is £26 for the full Sky experience for the, you know, the actual Sky what you watch, including Netflix, and then the £17 a month, say, which gives you the TV, which you can upgrade every 2 years like a mobile phone contract. I think Sky hit the nail on the head. However, my dog barking. However, a friend of mine has just got Sky Glass and the software's crashed midway through. They can't get it installed. Sorry, 2 secs, my dog is barking. Freddie, stop! And what they're doing is, the Sky have not been overly helpful with this. They've actually said that they will have to cancel their Sky Glass. Sky will then come back out to pick it up. Okay, then they have to reorder, and then they have to wait, and they go to the bottom of the list because there is a waiting period for this to get the TV, which means they could be without TV for another 3 weeks. Sky, you need to up your game on this. However, back to the content in hand. Disney Plus, fantastic. Thoroughly recommend it. Tons of content, amazing sound, 4K, Ultra HD, HDR stuff. Brilliant. You would never be bored. The children will never be bored. The fact that you can download it to your mobile devices, so if you're on the road you can watch it. The share play stuff, the group inviting family that are not with you to watch this stuff, genius. So let's just have a quick look at the TV and what that looks like, and then I think it's sayonara.
Ubahasa Miyoka. Atuta Mando. Gispi Ubahasa Miyokola. Salary Beskar. Here.